Welcome, and good morning to the Gathering 2015. Today we got League of Legends ahead of us. And yeah, and with us here today I got Eskil, Fearsome, Uggen co-commentating with me. Say hi.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Hi. Hi, Smiley. Hi, The Gathering. It's nice of you. It's very nice. No, it's the quarterfinals today. I'm really looking forward to see what these kind of games could be, because we don't only have the quarterfinals, we have the potential finalists. At least from the, if you look from the favorite kind of standpoint, Celestial Gaming playing this match on today. They're looking beast.
Definitely. Celestial Gaming, perhaps Norway's most famous team. Like, they're actually also expected to be maybe the best team at the moment in all the different leagues in Norway, like the Telenor Liga, Altibox Liga. They're actually topping the list, systematically beating every single other one of the Norwegian top teams. It is exciting, and now they're here. Every single one of their players at the Gathering. And they're facing up against an unknown Dark Horse team. They are strong players. We have noticed. We have talked to them a little bit, and they seem like a bunch of nice guys, and they have a couple of accomplishments behind them.
Yeah, we have been talking a little bit to them. The name quantity over quality. Let's hope that sets for references for amount of kills they're gonna get, and not the quality of the amount of kills they're gonna get. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Maybe not clean dives, but definitely successful ones. Because we have been talking a little bit to them. They're a little bit in between right now in the league kind of rankings individually, between Platinum and Diamond. So they might individually be a little bit of a weaker standpoint than the Celestial Gaming crew.
And of course, we should never really underestimate these new buddy teams. Like, they have the synergy. They know each other. They have pretty much known each other for many years. They know exactly how they play. They take it with a good mood. They're really psyched. And as well, some of them may be lower ranked than the others, but there are some players who have distinguished themselves. Their mid player was Master tier level last season, he told us.
Definitely.
And 3 of the players won the Destination 6 LAN in Haugesund, here in Norway. And winning a big LAN in such an awesome town like Haugesund.
You're always going to go for the Western Norway jokes. I have to prepare to.
It's not a joke.
Make a rotten fish joke, so some sort, like later on. Now I'm definitely ready and hopeful to see some of that master level play. And some of the good things about being the Dark Horse for Team Quantity. I'm just going to call them Team Quantity. I hope that's okay, just for short. Or QQ, we could call them QQ. QQ for short, you know, Quantity, Quality.
Sure.
The good thing about being a Dark Horse is that the enemy team, Celestial Gaming, they're not going to really know any of these players. Like, they're not going to know if, let's say, Dark Center. Let's say he's playing in the top lane. Maybe he has like the super comfortable pick. Maybe he plays Vladimir, like 100 games of Vladimir so far this season. Celestial Gaming is not really going to know. They probably haven't done the research to know that, okay, this guy is a beast on Vladimir. Maybe not so much on the other champions, but on his Vladimir, super strong.
You must never underestimate a professional a team like Celestial Gaming. They always do the research, even on... They should never underestimate anyone, because they are here to win. They want to win. They go for the win, and they take no chances. But they may have the upper hand. They are an experienced team. They have what it takes to be the best in Norway. But we always like the underdog, the quantity over quality. I have faith in them. I think this is going to be an awesome match between these two teams.
I'll just have to see, I guess. It's always fun to being the underdog when you know, okay, there's no pressure. We're just going to play for what we got. It's a best of 1, so anything could probably happen. You don't need more than, okay, so suddenly Celestial Gaming, maybe they fail even in 1 dive, losing 3 players. That's what you need, to snowball it from there. Take on the lead. It's hard versus a team like Celestial Gaming, especially since now, like, they've never really had the place where they can play for the home crowd. But I feel the Gathering for Celestial Gaming probably one of the best places to have the fans all behind them. They are a popular team.
Definitely. I think Celestial Gaming is the most popular team. They're so much in the media. They're on TV, they're in newspapers, and everyone love them. They got the attitude. They really like the crowd, and the crowd like them. It's really nice to see, but I think we are going to move into the game. We can't just blabber on too much today, can we? We want to see League of Legends. That's why we're here. Not to look at us, even though you're really handsome.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I've been trying to just chat a little bit with our players meanwhile here. It seems like the Quantity guys not really quite ready yet. They have some headset issues before we can jump into it. So we will have to blabber a little bit more, Smiley. But I mean, you're always comfortable blabbering a little with you.
We're casters. We love blabbering. It's the best part of them all. Like, we got these two teams. I'm not sure how much research, quantity over quality, are done over Celestial Gaming, but they have some distinguishable champions that we often see they play versus the best teams. And I think we might see them up. I wonder exactly which bands they will be going for. Quantity over quality, if they've done their research.
Yeah, and I'm definitely also feeling Celestial Gaming, what they're going to propose out tonight, because I have a feeling that, especially Boffin in the mid lane, he's been showing a lot of Victor. I know you also love watching his Victor, but he has gotten the quadra kills, so in the official matches, like really been pushing it out, been practicing it a lot in solo queue, when he's jumping into it. I definitely have a feeling that he's going to be on tier today, because he's been playing like a beast lately, and there's not only him. I mean, Jubel in the jungle, maybe Norway's second best, or maybe you could even say Ku. I don't know, Ku. This guy looking pretty good. Maybe there's a top tier, maybe the #1 tier player.
We don't see too much of Ku these days. Like, he's a bit in the shadows.
Yeah, only on the solo queue though. He's ranked 34, I think, solo queue right now. Pretty strong. Pretty strong.
But you don't mess with Jubel. His fiddlesticks is so strong.
Definitely.
It's one of the most banned respect bans every time versus Celestial Gaming. You always see a fiddlesticks ban just because Jubel is so comfortable on that job. He deals so much damage. He participates so much. He brings so much to a team composition with how he masters fiddlesticks. And if quantity over quality have not done the research and they do not expect the fiddlesticks, this can be really deadly.
Yeah, and this is kind of where I fear also for the quantity team. Because if I have the feeling correctly, then it's that Hansen, one of the players that might fall short. Because Jubel, he loves all those situations where he gets in the early gank, try and gets like control over the enemy jungler. Once he can predict his movements, getting vision, good vision, so he has to control, maybe put up counter dives if that happens. Jubel is just so good. So I have a feeling that that's the one place they really can't afford to lose the 1v1 duel as a jungle.
Jubel is probably the most unpredictable jungler.
Oh, definitely.
You never really know what his mindset is, but it works for him. He's one of the most successful gankers, exactly because nobody expects him to do it. He can do so much random things. He can do a place that reminds you of a Bronze 5 player, but he executes it so perfectly. It's the mind games. He got it going, it works for him, it helps the team, and like the enemy can just sit there. Why is he standing in that bush 5 times in a row?
We always like to call it the Jubel telt, don't we? Like putting up his tent in a lane.
Like the camping Jubel.
Exactly. Putting up in the mid lane, for instance, if Boffin is on the right kind of champion, maybe on an Ahri, I'm certainly going to look to like dominate them through the mid lane and take control of the entire map from there. Definitely up to this game. We're still, if you're wondering, we're still like waiting a little bit for this one player. He's having some headset issues. Once that's fixed out, we're going to go right into the draft.
It's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. And we can look at the brackets.
We sure can. Looking into who are the teams and how they got here so far. Not to mention which teams, other teams, we are waiting for coming up in the bracket. Because here on the top lane of the bracket, Celestial Gaming over quantity over quality. That's the semi-final so far. And Celestial Gaming, they did actually have maybe the hardest opposition so far. They did meet the one-trick Riven, which was a strong team consisting of many of the BX3 players. At least their second squad.
It is difficult because that is players. They are established. They have played versus each other before. They know their tactics. But Celestial Gaming, they are still considered better, of course. But it is a really difficult team to try to beat. Also, in the group stages, they met Team GamerMag. And GamerMag, they're actually one of the first division teams in the Telenor League as well. So definitely, they are one of the stronger. And also, well, there are many other players. We have the Atraxi Nike. I think they're called. Several of 3 of the Atraxi players, as well as Hatrix. And Hatrix, we all know him. He's been playing on every single one of the pro teams in Norway. He's that good, but it doesn't look like he fit in everywhere, but he's skilled. And I think now it's about time we move into the champion selects. See exactly what is. We have been blabbering too much. We want to see League of Legends. That's why we're here.
We want to see how prepared these guys are. Not to mention, because this is, you said it was as well as good. This is a friends group, the quantity team.
Yeah.
All friends been playing together, probably played like live right now on the gathering. 30 hours maybe they've been practicing together. Let's see now when they jump into the draft, how can they play it out? How prepared are they? Do they know this fiddle? Do they know that this is one they have to ban out to make sure? And will be from Celestial Gaming. They know the other heavy favorites. Will they play something like a little off-meta pick? Will they show Bard, for instance? I'd love to see some Bard.
Yeah, but Bard is really considered to be a really terrible support because of his unpredictable abilities. I love him. He's got so much just good-looking skills. Like, he's so cozy to watch. It's the possibility for great plays, but he's unpredictable. And they're much safer.
And look at this. They already know some from jumping into here. You can see all the pixel light. Fiddlestick right out of there. They know Jubel.
Maybe they listen to us.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it's possible for the players to hear us right now.
We are pretty loud.
We're always loud, Smiley, but I have a feeling that I don't. Let's see here, though. Science or Johnny, very just comfortable picks from the meta here from Celestial Gaming. They probably don't know. I would guess, at least, that was what it means. They don't know of any special picks or comfortable picks on the side of team quantity, so they just say, okay, we're just going to take out champions we don't want to face in general from this meta.
Definitely. These are the standard champions to ban in solo queue. Like they're all strong champions. Like everyone have a relationship to these champions. I'm not sure because I'm not sure if they even knew the name of the players before the lobby started, and they didn't have time to do the proper research. But these bans, they're definitely strong. These are champions they do not want to face in a match. And you see the other team, Quantity over Quality, they have done their research. Fiddlesticks have been banned. Ari as well. That has been one of Boffin's stronger champions, or his more favorable picks lately. And Sivir, Cheesy, he loves these.
Yeah, Cheesy and Xlee, they've been playing a lot of Sivir Nautilus lately.
With a double Warden skin.
Yeah, they played definitely both Double Warden. And Warden Sivir, I mean, one of the prettiest skins in all of League of Legends.
I like it. Like, skins equal skills. Yeah. We all know that.
We all know, if you don't play a full skin team, you might as well just GG right there.
Exactly.
It's not even a point. Let's see here. Hecarim, I know Yellow is playing around with the idea of playing Nocturnes. We're playing it a lot recently in solo queue, trying to make it work. But going for the, should we call it the Dipsy level pick here, the Hecarim for the top lane.
Hecarim has become so popular, even in international and especially in the Norwegian. We got Dipsy and Yellow, both really perform well on Hecarim. I think it all started with the top laner of Unicorns of Love. And it's been adapted, but Dipsy actually, he actually played versus Unicorns of Love top laner in a duel, and he got impressed by Dipsy's level of play. And Yellow has actually been performing on Hecarim on that level that he can actually beat Dipsy. He can outplay him at certain points. That's the level of skill between Yellow. Yellow, he always plays a new champion, and he masters everything.
Definitely. We also see, though, that Dark Santa in the top lane is going to just face up his, just pick that counter matchup right away. We're going for the Aurelia. I mean, we have seen Aurelia even be played on support in Korea with the Kalista, which was really smooth, and I really loved seeing how it played out. I have a feeling, though, this is going to be an Aurelia top lane.
Definitely. And we have Aurelia. Every single Norwegian top laner plays Aurelia.
Yeah, and look here.
It's that strong.
Nautilus Graves. Xlee, he loves the Nautilus. He loves how it plays out. So much CC, both for the lane, like you have the really good power spikes once you get to level 2, 3, even 5, you can just really go hard all in. Yeah. And also for the later team fights, I know he loves playing the tanks. Like being able to just stand in there in the middle of the fight, even if it's a support late game. Just hammer it in.
Xlee has always been a super aggressive jungler. He likes taking risk, going strong in it. But he's so comfortable going aggressive that we're very often, very rarely, I must say, fall into traps and die. But it does happen. But I like his aggressive play and his synergy with Cheesy. It's really good. They always know exactly what they're thinking. They go aggressive, try to push out the enemy team, and as long as they stay focused, we can almost call them unbeatable. They are so strong
we want
together.
to call them unbeatable.
As long as they're focused and really in the mindset.
I do agree, though, that they're heavy favorites and we're playing it out so strong that can any bot lane matchup face them here, at least at the Gathering? I'm not quite sure. I think I agree with you on that one. Teemo is being held over. Victor got locked in for Boffin in the mid lane. I know you love seeing the Victor.
Victor is my favorite champion, and Boffin has been playing him so much lately. It just warms my caster heart seeing my champions I can really relate to. Like the champions I know myself, the skills, how they put them out, how much damage they do, the capabilities of the champion. It's really interesting. We got look over the Quantity of Quality. They're picking up really strong, like safe champions. We got Thresh, one of the at least I must say one of the most popular supports in the modern time. Like after he got released.
I've never seen Touch played on a World Championship stage, showing off that trait. I mean, his Thresh is probably one of the best we have ever seen from the Norwegian scene. And like watching him saying at Thresh, all round super support. Let's follow in his footsteps. Let's play that Thresh. Show him on the Summoner's Rift.
Absolutely. Touch is a really strong Thresh. He actually got so much positive feedback after playing in Worlds. And now, actually tomorrow, he's playing in the Turkish final.
That's right. And in the semifinals, they played Thresh 3 out of 4 games. They played them 1-3-1 in the semifinals. I'm really looking forward to seeing Thresh play, or well, the Thresh God Touch play in the finals tomorrow. But now it's time for the Gathering. We also have the finals coming up tomorrow. This is the quarterfinals. They have to win this. There's a best of 1, so you can't really drop your ball on anyone at this point.
Absolutely
Quantity, they did finish up their lineup. And I'm quite interested to hearing what your thoughts are about this matchup, because they have a really on the top lane for Dark Santa. Ihans is going to show up on Rek'Sai. Espen 5B, he's going to play Morgana in the mid lane. Funky Milkman with Lucian and Thresh on Mr. Alex.
I like this. I like this setup because they have strong champions. They work really well together. They can play well individually and they work in a team fight. We got Aurelia. Aurelia, That's a bit of a scaling champion. She can stay in top lane, just get really big, get the gold, get the items she need, and then be a strong duel. Can beat almost everyone one-on-one, as long as she don't fall way far too back. We also got Rek'Sai, the most mobile of all the junglers, really effective at ganking, and I think particularly Boffin is really open for getting ganked because Victor got no escapes. He got the damage, but he's kind of vulnerable.
It's also a very good point. And I maybe think that maybe for quantity, maybe their big chance here is actually to go for that mid lane. Like, try to push it out. I know Jubel is going to be thinking about it as well. Yeah. He's going to be seeing that, okay, my top laner is going to do well. Hecarim's going to do very good against the melee matchup for Aurelia. Duel it out. He's going to be comfortable on that. Just have some vision for him. No problem. But Boffin in the mid lane, he's the one who can get possibly. Yeah. Like, we don't think that, of course, a player of Boffin's level is going to go out dueled like that, but he can, especially if I Handsome were to put his eye on him. Yeah,
it's definitely possible for actually both me as Yellow and Boffin to go down early. It's more difficult later, but I see the combo. Rek'Sai, knock up, followed up by the Morgana binding. If that combo lands, then it's pretty much impossible for Boffin to survive without being super fed or enemy real low HP. It's really interesting. I like it a lot. And we also got an interesting bot lane setup. We got aggressive champions, Nautilus and Graves. Definitely, Celestial Gaming, they will be on there. They will be hanging on to Quantity's bot lane and press them out. Definitely. And really keep them on the edge of their toes.
Especially if they can get these like power spikes. If they can get that level 2 first, level 3 at least for the Nautilus, like really getting up his big power spikes for once they engage. Yeah, I'm afraid of Funky Milkman and Mr. Alexen. Mr. Alexen is the one player who has not been ranked overall for any of these players playing today. Celestial Gaming, of course, highly ranked, all of them, from Masters down to the Diamond. I think Diamond 4 is there? No, Diamond 3 probably. Actually, it's the Diamond 3 right now. But Mr. Alexen, not ranked yet. I'm kind of afraid that he might get out-dueled in the very strong matchup that is XGC and XLE on the Celestial Gaming side.
Yeah, well, everyone loves a challenge and an underdog. Maybe he's actually really good, and we don't know.
Maybe he's smurfing.
Maybe.
This is a joke. This is the unranked. Oh no, I have an unranked account. How is this gonna go? I don't really know.
Maybe he haven't really played much this season yet. Yes, I haven't had time. Like, he's been playing Aram or 3-on-3, like just keeping his skills up.
I totally agree. I totally agree how it's the underdogs that makes it exciting when they can really come out, and especially like a dark horse like this team is. We don't know anything about them really. Haven't seen them on the Norwegian scene. Haven't seen them playing in that many tournaments. Well, except from the one.
Destination 6.
Destination 6, exactly.
The winners of Destination 6.
Are you a bit afraid though, Smiley? Because I've seen, like, especially for the top lane, heavy duel. Like Aurelia, she kind of has to go either even or get ahead, unless she's just going to fall so far behind. Are you afraid for the matchup for Quantity here that they might not scale if they especially lose the early game?
It is always difficult getting zoned out by your opponent. Both Hecarim and Aurelia, they are aggressive melee champions. They can throw out a lot of abilities, a lot of burst damage, and they're strong early game duelants. If one of them gets ahead, they definitely have a good bonus, but also both the enemy junglers are good at ganking them because they don't have really good escapes, neither of them. And if one of them overextends without proper ward control, it can go really bad. They can get out, and if one of them get an early kill, that will be a real high boost because they will win every single one-on-one duel if they get that tiny gold lead. Both of these champions should be pretty much equally standing. It all comes up to accept the decisions in trading and farming between them.
That's a good point as well. We do have a tradition, Smiley, that we always do when we commentate.
Always.
That we try to predict who gets the first blood. And I love it also when the chat also, or if you're watching from the audience, like try and do a bet with the guy beside you. Who's going to get the first blood? We always try and bet something. You want to call a mystery skin on this one? I kind of want to bet a mystery skin on this one.
It is a proper tradition.
It is. And I have a feeling I know exactly where first blood is going to go down. But I'm going to let you bet first. This is for a mystery skin between us, Smiley. What do you think?
First blood is going to go in bot lane. I say.
Bot lane?
Celestial Gaming in favor of them.
Okay, who's going to get the first blood?
It's most likely going to be Cheesy, I think.
Cheesy. Okay, because I have another proposition.
Oh.
And I think that it's going to be in the top lane. We're going to see the first blood come out. I think it's going to be Miss Yellow that's going to get the first blood.
That is quite possible. I see the potential in every single lane. I was also thinking mid lane, but Morgana is a tough one to kill. And so is Victor. Victor is really vulnerable, but I think Boffin is always known for his passive playstyle. He don't take too many unnecessary risks.
He doesn't want to start a revolution before he's ready for it, though, does he?
Exactly.
You want to have the guns ready. You want to have that upgrade. Getting all of that hex core upgrades before you can go.
But I do predict that I think the bot lane may be a little bit weaker on quantity over quality, exactly because he's unranked. We have no idea how good he actually is.
It's very true.
I think it's definitely, it must be around Platinum, Diamond. I think every one of them was.
Yeah, since you've taken it all the way to the quarterfinals, Aaron TG, you have been through a group stage. You have then played on one match to qualify on for this quarterfinals. Now we're facing Celestial Gaming. It's not a team that you want to get into like just by getting there from being unskilled or whatever. So yeah, definitely. I have a feeling that Mr. Alexson, if from a Platinum perspective, I think it's going to impress for sure.
Hardly ever the first blood goes to bot lane, but I feel like taking that chance.
Right.
I just look at it. Nautilus and Graves, both of them high burst champion, highly aggressive. I just know they will really try and pick up that kill because both Lucian and Thresh, they do have a tendency to put themselves in a vulnerable position. I like it. How
do you feel though that CFC Gaming, they have the blue side for this? It's been a coin toss probably earlier to decide who is the blue side, who's the red side. Blue side has a small advantage, and since this is a best of one, like, of course, advantage, every side can win. This is League of Legends, no matter what can happen. But there is a statistical side at blue side.
I think the difference is so small, and when it comes to organized team play, counter the solo queue, I don't think it matters much because the players know each other, they are prepared, they know exactly where to move, how to move, where to prioritize. It shouldn't be a problem for either team. So I think being the blue side, being the red side, I don't like taking that into account because there's so small margins and it all depends on the teams.
That's very true. See here that Celestial Gaming side on the bot lane. They started out as golems just to try and get that early level 2 power spike on the GC. So they might actually go for a very early on duel in between them here. But they're looking at the other side, Quantity, they're not afraid of just dueling it right back and try and trade as well as they can. It's an interesting start to see how that's going to go out. I'm excited to see how well they can do these duels. They can beat out their enemy forces as well, because they're going to go hard. See, there they go. They get the level 2, they go hard in at once. Once they get it, they do trade very well, even putting the Ignite down on Funky Milkman, so he has to turn. Oh, Dark Santa, he's low. He's forced out the flash even. So Ignite not used in the top lane. Possibly could have gotten a kill, but Ignite was used in the bot lane. Celestial Gaming already taking a huge advantage in this.
Yeah, we already see 2 lanes that Celestial Gaming go super aggressive. They've been pushing every single lane. Dark Santa takes so much damage already.
He has the Ignite too. He has the Ignite. He's popping it.
Bad.
Surely it is first blood. Mies Yellow's going to take that lead for his team. But look at Celestial Gaming though in the bot lane. They're just looking hard more. They're looking for more kills.
They certainly do. This is so aggressive. This is so good plays coming out.
Oh, Yupil is kind of low. Has to save the smite. Oh, he did have the smite though, so it's not really any danger for him. On the God Deer.
It's Udyr. Like, there's no way Udyr dies in the jungle with that shield.
Oh, it's very true.
I don't think I've ever seen a Udyr actually fail on a jungle minion before.
Never. Maybe it's the first time for everything. Maybe Yu's going to fail this one for you. I'll have to see
though
in the quarterfinals. Look, there he goes in. Alexan is locked down. They don't have the Ignite to pick it off, but Funky Milkman. Oh, Exley. Look at that. He's getting pulled back, though. Mr. Alexan is bringing him in. It's going to be Funky Milkman putting it back up for Quantity. That's 1 for 1.
Oh, they went so aggressive as Celestial Gaming. They really wanted to kill. Exley went so deep in. And Alexan, he predicted it. He managed to land a hook. And this early, this damage on the tower, this is awesome. The Dark Horse is putting the pressure on Celestial Gaming in the bot lane.
Yeah, but look here though, Cheesy. He's so full of health and he can just one poke and Funky Milkman can die here. He doesn't have heal, he doesn't have flash. The only thing they have going for him is the Ignite on Mr. Alexan. But he backs, he's too afraid. He's going to say, you know what, that's fine. So, okay, we have here a small lead for the top lane. He's won the first duel up here. And a small lead for actually Quantity here on the bottom side. But they have the farm advantage as well on the Grave, so I'm still kind of afraid for Quantity's position here, Smiley.
Absolutely, it is difficult. They are being pushed up. The Celestial Gaming, they take the advantage, they push the lane, so it's really hard for the enemy to farm because they have to compete with their own tower. And when they have to focus that much on farming, that gives Celestial Gaming more opening to just poke them, harass them, keep their health low on their characters. We already see Milkman is really under pressure. He lost a lot of health early, so he's been forced to farm, and he can't really take any opportunities to counter it around.
Yeah, that level 2 Ignite just pushing him right back, and look at the farm. 29 to 16 already here, 5 minutes into the game. The I Hansen is trying to look for something in the top lane. Mies Yellow is far enough back that it's not an issue for him. Even dances a little just to show off that I'm totally fine up here. Come back if you want.
Yeah, read the situation good. It's Dark Santa. He got a good wave pushing in his favor. He got ward coverage. He can go aggressive, but this early, trying to dive a Hecarim under the tower, it's not the smartest thing you can do. But it's nice putting the pressure on Celestial Gaming. Just find the opening. Try to make him lose as much farm as possible because it's all about getting that gold lead.
Oh, definitely. Look here, Exley. He's already been tried to dive, we should say. Tried to dive once. He's looking here though for the engage. I don't know if he's quite there. There they go. They find GC, but Alexan is so low. Let's see if they can actually put him off. It looks like Exley. Oh, it should be close enough. Here comes Jubel as well, just to make sure that they save it. 1 kill goes over to GC. Can they get Funky Milkman as well? It looks like they do. It's gonna be a double kill over here for GC.
Celestial Gaming, they did that perfectly. Alexson, he really underestimated the enemy. He went in, tried to get the hook, but then found out, whoa, I'm taking so much damage. The Nautilus, so tanky, cheesy, good positioning.
Yeah, they didn't see Axley there standing in the bush. They didn't know, I think, that he was already there. So that's why he went for the hook. Just trying his one-on-one. If I can catch the hook, we can get him. Espen5 is a little far ahead here, but he has Flash available. You will also flashes after to try and get the stun after him, and with Axley. Do they have the damage though? Victor, you're going to have to try and pick him up. It's going to be 1-for-1 actually. Yubel dying by taking a few tower shots there. So 1-for-1 in the mid lane.
Oh, so aggressive. So that's the game. They're really trying to get their picks, but we saw Xlee. He died early, and now he's redeeming himself. Several great plays in bot lane, roaming up to mid, managing to hook him.
He's going to go in for it. He has to ignite as well. And that's what happens when Hecarim gets ahead and has the ignite available. Really gets those kills. 2 kills already for him in the top lane.
I think we see this too much. When Hecarim is so strong duelant, and when he gets ahead, you're just going to see that gold lead increase and increase because he got the mobility. He can chase down an enemy wherever he goes, and he's also tanky with tanky items, high damage, high mobility. When he gets ahead, it's so difficult to try to deal with. I think Hansen really got to step it up. He got to help the top lane because really, just now, Dark Santa is struggling big time.
And it's one of those fears too, when Aurelia, you really want her to be able to duel out any opponent. But once you fall behind, and the enemy top laner is starting to snowball, then when you can't win the duels, what are you going to do as an Aurelia? You really just fall behind.
Yeah.
You can't really help much when it comes to later team fights.
Now, Aurelia is all about scaling. She's not the strongest champion early, but she does get the power spike boost just when she gets the Trinity Force. Then she's good, but when she's far behind, that's not a good thing. And again, look how much Celestial Gaming is putting the pressure on quantity in bot lane.
And actually, he's not even afraid of not having his XGC Eddie carry with him. He's just going to go in and trade a little for himself. Looked at Hansen is coming up. They both have wards, so they have seen him come in. Just going to easily stroll back and trade a little. Very comfortable bot lane here for Celestial Gaming, showing off why the bot lane is. Well, you at least put such a big emphasis on this Celestial Gaming side. Yellow is here with Yubel. They're gonna try to look for Dark Santa again. This could be the 3rd time if they can get him though. Oh, the flash is available, so he does get out.
Force out the flash. That's a good thing because now Dark Santa can't do any aggressive plays. He don't have that fail-safe flash. And you just see, Yellow is so scary. He have to be zoned out already. He can't go far away from the safety of his tower range.
Here we go with Hansen though. He's alone. He does have Espen5, so there's 3 men coming. They're a bit far away, and then even the roam down from Morgana here to the bot lane. Not really gonna do anything. With no pick, they can't really get the dragon, which they maybe wanted here in this position.
Yeah, Hansen has already tried a lot. He's trying to get the ganks in, but Celestial Gaming, they have the wards always in the position they really need it. And now again, going aggressive.
Alexson, I don't know if he wanted to put in Xlee there, because now he gets so close to do the damage. Easy is going to get another kill as a 3rd for the day and 1 assist as well. Oh, he's going to get so huge, Smiley.
Oh, he's already so far ahead. Getting 3 kills on a Graves. He's already got a lot of gold, 1,000 extra to spare, 3,006 so far. He got a pickaxe, he got that extra sword, Avarice Blade. That's always a good spike, and you see how much burst damage he already had on a tanky support like Thresh. Being so far ahead, just 9.5 minutes into the game. It's huge.
Oh, they get fucking Milkman as well. Doesn't have the damage though, doesn't have the ult anymore. Low on mana, has to pull back. But you're right, and for Alexson there, we kind of were questioning is how he's going to play towards this bot lane, because he's the unranked player. How's he going to do? Maybe should have realized we're so far behind we can't really duel anymore. We can't trade the same way we have been. And then going for the hook on Xlee aggressively, that's maybe not the best idea.
I really like the combinations Celestial Gaming is going bot lane, because they got Hecarim grab. It's really effective and got a wide hitbox range. But hiding behind the minis is the only thing that works. But they got Graves with the greatest wave clear of all the early game AD carries, in my opinion at least. Clearing out the wave, opening up everything for Xlee to engage with a hook that's really easy to land. And it just works out for them. They're picking off one after another quantities bot lane players. And it's working. They're getting the kills.
Yeah, it's 3k gold ahead now already for Celestial Gaming, and with the best of 1 matchup you definitely want to look to this kind of positions for them in the quarterfinals. Just play it safe, just get the lead and then control it from here on out. You don't want any sort of mistakes. He's yellow. He's kind of low, but he's already ready for the trying to duel out here towards his Dark Santa. Is that ahead with his early kills?
He is taking the damage in top lane. He is yellow. He is really strong. He got items. He started with a boost, a classic Hecarim bonus, because he get extra damage, he got the mobility, can really go aggressive. You don't need the damage items to be a badass in top lane.
That's very true, and when you have the Ignite as well, you're so strong for the duels. Let's see here, Buffen. Looking for Hansen to try and be annoying here. Can you get the first kill on your own, Buffen? It's actually his second, I see. Never mind that, but he does get the kill on Hansen. He knew he was there. after seeing him roam into the mid lane.
This is working so great out. Several of the players are already getting fed. All the 3 carries got more than 2 kills each. 2 kills on me as Yellow, 2 kills on Buff, and 3 on Cheesy. Already they're...
And look here, they're going to push for the mid turret as well. Even looking for SPNB if it's too far ahead. Alexen is here though with a great roam. Try to get a position if they can get one. They're trying a Yulo, but me as Yellow is here well, pushing him back. Alexen, does he have the damage? Jubel, he is taking the turret. He's probably going to die here if he takes one more. He does barely get out, and XLee is actually being able to finish up Mr. Alexen. So they do clean out another kill.
We see Celeste Gaming already tried to force the mid-game phase. They're roaming like a team, trying to pick up kills. See how aggressive they go.
Actually, he's pulling his ult in. But Morgana shield is enough to get him out. They do get the mid lane turret though, which was what they wanted in the first place. So even with just picking off one more kill as well, getting the turret. Of course, Celeste Gaming, maybe not clean, but they get the job done.
Definitely. It is looking good for both teams. The mid game has been really forced. The first tower has already gone down in favor of Celestial Gaming. They're trying to keep the hope up quantity. They are starting to lose every single lane. That is not a good thing. They need Hansen to pull through, get his ganks working, and maybe try to pick out some of the members of Celestial Gaming. They are going really aggressive. They are splitting out. They're trying to work as a team, but they still have some openings, and those openings, they're hard to find, but those are openings Quantity must find, get the kills, get the lead back, and try to contest the Dragon objectives, take the towers, increase the goal lead, because right now it's looking kind of dangerous.
Definitely, and I have a feeling that Celestial Gaming, they're going to try to push up their luck, especially toward the bot lane jungle. Going to clear that, trying to get all the vision they can to try and save both the Baron and getting the turrets here, after opening up that mid lane with the first turret going down. It's a huge turret to get down first. Look here, Jubel is looking for the bot lane. Moving in here slowly. If they can get a pick here, it's an easy Dragon waiting to get up that as well, trying to get the Dragon timers rolling.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to when will they start contesting the Dragon. It is already far into the game. Usually Jubel tries to go for the early Dragon from our experience. He hasn't done it this time, but he's been really active in the lanes. Should be interesting. And
if they can get a pick here. XLee is going to look, she's going to go for Alexen. He so far doesn't have a flash to get out, and then it's an easy pick up. GC getting his 4th, and that opens up for the Dragon. Jubel going straight over. Try to see if they can just clear it out pretty easily. Hansen, he's on the top side, does not have ult available, so she cannot get here.
It's getting difficult, but the Aurelia got the teleport. Me as Yellow does not, so if they try to force the Dragon and they try to react to it, they can teleport down and have a 4-on-4 situation. It's difficult, but they do not even attempt it. The Dragon is going to Celestial Gaming. The ward coverage does not cover it. They don't know exactly when to go in, so they don't care. They're giving it up for free.
Buffen is trying to engage here, but Espen, he also has a lot of damage. Hansen, he does get picked off. Can he be able to try and turn it around? Milkman. Yes, the hook XLee there is perfectly done. And now Hansen as well. Buffen is going to go pick up 2. Jubel is going to get the kill, but Buffen making it all happen. 3-0-2 in the mid lane on this Victor.
I always like it when a Victor is doing great, but they're picking up the kills. They're already getting so strong. They're getting fed. They can win every single one-on-one duel, but they don't even try to go for the one-on-one duel. They're rotating great. They have the communication down to a T. And it works for them. They're always going 2-on-1. They're picking up kill after kill. Already 12-2, 14 minutes into the game. That's pretty aggressive. This is a quick-paced game.
Yeah, the only thing that has gone good here for Team Quantity is that they're really on the top lane, even though falling behind 2 devs, is being able to keep up all the well in farm.
Yeah.
So she has the gold, not too big an advantage for Ms. Yellow. So she is getting there. She could be able to try and get in some duels, trying to pick off an AD carry, getting too aggressive. And that's what maybe could be possible to stop Celestial Gaming here. Getting too aggressive, not getting that vision that they need, trying to rotate for an objective. But so far, Jubel has been looking unstoppable, even on this Udyr, this god deer of Jubel.
Exactly. It is difficult, but they can't really. They don't really play as a team now. Quantity. They're going in for it, but Alexen is really taking the damage.
Does have his ult on. He even goes for the hook on XLee, but how is that going to help when Cheesy then is able to just poke you out? Gets the kill. And another one is has 13th kill over for Celestial Gaming side. 7k gold ahead.
Absolutely. It is starting to look like it's going to be a challenge for them to make a comeback. They're far ahead. They're far behind already. 7,000 after 15 minutes.
Every single team here at the Gathering should be looking at this, looking, oh my, how are we going to stop this rampaging team of Celestial Gaming?
Yeah, they're not even playing versus a bad team. The quantity over quality. They are a good team. They are doing really well.
Does go for a duel here. Dark Santa, he does have Jubel to back him up. And it looks like Jubel's just going to run right under the turret, going to pick him up. He's taking quite a few turret shots here, though. If he can get one more stun here, Dark Santa. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to turn it around. Jubel barely gets out with his life. Hansen is going to go in for a duel. It's a 2-2. And look here, Espen is not even going to be close. Here comes Lucian, though. GC is going to go down. It's 1 now. XLee Are you going to be picked off here by Espen? He's trying to block him actually with his movement because Nautilus is so big he can't really move around Espen. That's such a smooth move. They're going to pick up a double kill here in the bot lane. Quantity making it happen. This is the Espen. This is the master level player last season playing in the ranked, showing off his skills.
I think this was the nicest play we've seen so far. Exactly how that Espen played on that Morgana. Imagine Sauna cheesy, and then we saw Milkman coming in from back, picking up that kill. And he managed to slow down Xlee so much that the rest of the team could follow up, managed to pick him off, and that's a double kill. All because of Espen's
here comes
play.
Miss Yellow though.
Oh.
So fast. He's going to look for the duel. Buffon is here as well, so if he can just get... Looks like Alexan. He's going to be able to make it out, especially when Dark Santa is coming right down here. This is Santa's present, just making sure that everyone stays safe for Christmas.
Alexan haven't had a great game yet. He's died 5 times. He's trying to build tanky items, but he's getting bursted down every single time he faces up versus the Celestia Gaming lineup. See how aggressive. Again, it seems like he's in a trouble.
Buffon is getting pulled out quite far ahead though, and Hansen is here to try and help it out. They're going to trade 1 for 1 so far. Miss Yellow trying to get out Funky Milkman. Is going to get him as well. That's a double kill for him, and actually the shutdown. See though, Miss Yellow probably not going to be able to make it out. Jubel, he is here to try and see if he can help. Hansen just 1 more knock up. Shutdown I need on him. Jubel is very far ahead, but Cheese is here, and look at how strong he is. Lucas going to pick up every single target. Hansen, maybe he's going to be fast enough to get out of this. No, wait, here's Xlee. He's going to go for no one. It's going to be an ace here, is it already? For Celestia Gaming. Looks like Jubel. They're kind of far ahead. There's only Xlee right now, just bullying in on Hansen. He's going to be able to try and make an escape. It is a long one.
Celestia Gaming, they're trying really hard. They're going really aggressive. They want to make the plays, but they are overextending. Their quantity is picking up kills, but Celestia Gaming is so strong, and Hansen is really taking Celestia Gaming for a run.
Yeah, he's running, but look at that, Xlee. Is that he dueled him out alone. That's a support being far ahead in gold and just bullying it all the way through. With all that health he has from the Righteous Glory, being able to duel out even the jungler on the opposing side. Doesn't stand a chance.
But it's difficult. Celestia Gaming picking up 20 kills, 17.5 minutes into the game. Are you aware of how many kills that is? That is more than 1 kill per minute. That's how effective they are.
I wish my solo queue games look like that.
yeah, I know, right?
Would have been amazing. But look here, they're going to go for that inner turret in the mid lane. Trying to see if they can poke out, get another advantage. They have 3 turrets already. All the outer turrets has fallen.
Now the inner.
Now the inner as well. That's the 4th one. What has been skipping a little bit though, they have been... That's also why they lost that bot lane with the roaming Morgana earlier, like 3 minutes ago. They didn't have the vision. They just dropped out. They're kind of, okay, we're in the lead here. Let's take it a little bit slow. Maybe not playing at their fullest. And that's what can bring them down here. Because, I mean, League of Legends, it is a best of 1. So you only need 1 ace against you at like 35 minutes. And it suddenly can all turn.
Yeah, but 35 minutes is a far time into the future. So far, it's not looking really good. So that's the game. They're pushing aggressively in every single lane. They're dominating objectives.
Dark Santa's getting feared behind by Miss Yellow too. And look at this damage when they're dueling it out. Udyr easily able to pick that one up. Again, they're picking up 1 in the middle. Gonna be 2 probably. Espen, it does get a double lockdown. It puts down a lot of damage on Buffon. It does get the double kill. Look here though, they're going for Hansen. It's on the turret again. Jubel. He's been doing this dive so much here, Jubel, with such great effect. He's died once, he's 5 kills and 6 assists for his team.
Absolutely, they're just working like a team. They're putting the pressure on every single lane. The momentum is so high in their favor. They're taking initiative in every single fight. They're trying to respond quantity over quality, but it's really difficult. They're so far behind already. They try to find openings, but it doesn't work. They have to try to pick out members of Celestia Gaming, but if they go man strong into a fight where they have the manpower, the more of them, then there are several Celestia Gaming members pushing another lane, picking out towers, taking the objectives, just really increasing their lead more and more. They got complete dragon control. They're not going for the dragon. That's a little bit impressive. They have 1 dragon, the second one is up, and now it looks like they're rotating for it, but quantity of quality. The only thing they can do is turtling up, trying to be defensive, trying to save their towers and get a kill or 2.
Can't really go for those straight up engagements 5v5 anymore. You need a pick or you need someone to be out of position. I need to look for all those being way too far out. Maybe getting a 3-on-2 or 3-on-1 even. Try and get a pick off a few targets. They do have a little gold on a few players, but the mid lane has fallen far behind now. Espen did a few nice plays. He does have 2 kills on his side, but he's fallen down 50 farm towards his enemy. And look here, they're going to go for the Baron. They don't have vision for it here, quantity. So even just a couple of members here in the mid lane is going to scare them off from moving. And I don't even think they realize right now.
Not at all.
They're going to get the Baron. Very simply, 20 minutes, 25 seconds. This is what happens when it spawns at 20 minutes and the other team is not really ready for it and just sneak it. They don't even know. They're not even going to see it coming. Now they have a super strong position for 3 minutes where they're going to siege
everything we saw so far, we have the interview here. We got Boffen, the captain of Celestial Gaming, with us. The winning team over quantity, over quality.
Yes, hello.
Oh, indeed.
Revolutionist God, I would say.
Yeah,
How does it feel with the Victor? You love to play the Victor.
Yeah, I love Victor. And I love victory, so... doing the puns.
I love the puns.
Yeah.
He should be here.
I definitely love those puns.
Yeah.
Why is he not here? But how does it feel though, Celestial Gaming? Like in the best of one scenario you're playing through.
Yeah,
Meaning
like-
a team you don't really know.
It's... We didn't really get to prepare much, but it's all right. Like, we checked out their divisions and we thought we could handle this. Like, we play versus higher rated players every day, so it was all okay.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of the pro teams. I've been thinking about like, should we play like all in hardcore or should we like be a little off meta picks?
Yeah.
You play pretty much like your standard comfortable champions right now.
we played our comfort champs.
Yeah, it's quarterfinals, so maybe that's why.
We are
influencing you.
tryharding. So
Tryharding.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone got to try hard. It is a lot of fame going on the line here. You got a lot to build up to, but was this game any different? Exactly what part of quantity over quality did impress you? Did anything impress you?
Well, I didn't really think of it much.
It's just a standard game.
Yeah, it's a standard game. So I'm looking forward to. It's one team I'm looking forward to, and that's Atraxi because we know the players there, and I know they are good.
Yeah, they're on the opposite side of the bracket
Yeah,
for you. So in the
so-
semifinals here, we have either Know Who and Company and Regstein's Banana Import.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably like pretty much like quantity. You don't really know them.
No,
you have to
that's
research a
exactly.
little.
So
The
they
other side-
could be good. Like they could surprise us, but we will prepare and we'll do our best. And
Yeah. Then you have the Atraxi and Team Gamer Mag on the other side.
How has the tournament been for you so far?
it's been cool, and it's gone smooth all the way.
You have met a few strong teams. You met Team Gamer Mag in the group stages.
Yes.
They're also one of the high-ranked first division teams here at the Gathering and Norway in general.
Yeah, and also the One Trick Riven team. I have to
Oh, yeah.
mention them. How did it feel playing against the? Should we call them the off squad, the second squads of a few teams?
Well, it was. You were talking about like Riven on One Trick Riven.
Yeah.
Like we played versus Stratos, Panda, and D-Bound again. So played versus them before. So we banned out their champs and just took it from there.
Tryharding as
Yeah,
always.
tryharding as
Getting
always.
it in. Have to do it. It's put money on the line. It's fame
Yeah.
on the line. It's Celestial
Of course.
Gaming with the big fans all around watching.
Yeah,
Have to play well.
Totally.
they can't disappoint.
No.
When we see Celestial Gaming, we gotta see them win.
How does it
That's
feel, when you're sitting playing here? Are you sitting in your comfortable home position?
No,
Or are you?
absolutely not. Like I'm used to sitting in a stressless, if that's the word for it, like chill out.
Yeah.
But now it's different screen and everything. The colors are so acidic, or how should I call it? So the
toxic screens confirmed.
toxic screen confirmed
Toxic
and
screen confirmed.
a bit different sense, but it's all right.
How has the Gathering been for you so far?
The beginning I was really tired because I didn't sleep much, but I've slept some now, and now it's really cool. So now I can finally enjoy the LAN.
You already met some new people,
Yeah.
maybe met the fans.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah.
And some are afraid to come, but like they could come and say hello if they want to.
Just look at that nice smiling face. You can't be shy to go up to talk to it.
He's pretty scary though. Look at him.
Well, he is kind of tall.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's very nice.
He's
Very
cuddly. He's harmless. He wouldn't even hurt a fly. Except if it was in-game on League of Legends,
Yeah.
of course.
Of
Then
course.
he would smack every fly all the way out. Very good match on that, Victor. I'm
Thank you.
both impressed from earlier showings. For the finals, though, or the semifinals, which champions are you kind of looking forward to, hoping that you might be able to play? Is it Victor still on, or?
Victor is definitely on, and
Victor's always on.
always on. Smiley, I do it for Smiley, of course, and
Yeah.
Ari, I love to play her, and Lulu because we play her in a lot of team comps, and let's say Urgot. I've been practicing Urgot secretly,
I
so
love it.
I will play that.
So-
And of course Annie, I love that little girl.
Have Celestial Gaming brought any new tactics? Like are we gonna see any surprises at this event?
I'm not sure what you've seen or not because I can't remember what we've been playing, but we have some. I think we have some champs and tactics that you haven't seen.
You are gonna impress us.
Yeah.
We are gonna be bedazzled.
Maybe some Koggermo. I'm very excited for Koggermo
Yeah.
comps.
We
Very
played that
strong right
versus
now.
BX3 last time because we took
exactly.
it away from them. So
Well,
Tank meta.
you did mention Urgot.
I did.
I'm already a little psyched. I am a little psyched.
Don't be.
Okay, everyone, it's a secret. Urgot may show up. May.
We can only hope, can't we?
Definitely.
Only pray. Keen, feel us. Björksen, where are you? We need your god.
Oh.
That'd be absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to see. I see here now that it's Nohug and company that has
Okay.
brought it into semifinals. So you'll have to do some research to see what kind of squad is this. And I'm pretty sure that for the other semifinals at 3, we're gonna be able to see Atraxi play versus Team Gaming Mag.
Oh.
Pretty
Ah,
confident.
If you're playing versus Noah and company, I actually know at least one of the players. Have you ever met them before?
No.
I met Nohu. He was playing the jungler for a second division team called Endurance.
Okay.
So
We played against Endurance, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and there's gaming.
I think he also played support a little while there.
Oh, pretty cool. I have to try and talk to the guys as well, trying to get to know
Yes.
who are these different people.
We do have some
playing.
exciting games coming up. We're not quite sure exactly who is playing afterward.
Oh, definitely. But we have something else than League of Legends prepared now, though, for in a few minutes. Like in between now, because this has been the quarterfinals. We're going to go for the semifinals at 3. But first, we're going to go for what, Smiley?
Oh, we got something really exciting coming up. We actually got a new game coming up. Corroded, it's called. And I think this might be the next big thing in esports. I'm so excited to see exactly this game. I talked to some of the developers, and they're really going to show us the game here. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to enjoy it. They're going to tell us all about it. And I think this has potential from the little I know so far. And of course, we're going to have this meeting in a short while. We're going to have a short little break first. But this thing is something you do not want to